And good morning, everyone, and welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building expert advisors for the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms, and just in general, helping you become a better trader. So, with that, it is Tuesday, May the 5th. Also, if you like this video, then just a reminder, don't forget to like the video, and if you want to see more of these videos or see our shenanigans on the weekends, then by all means, subscribe to the channel as well. Now, nothing weird shenanigans. Just for example, we went to a goat petting farm on Sunday. That was fun. But at any rate, let's go ahead and get into what we are talking about today. First, we are talking about putting money at risk, and I live in the United States, so I need to let you know what those risks are. They look something like this. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. The CFTC risk disclosure goes like this. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. And that is the reason why Forex trading is not as popular in the United States as it is elsewhere, because it is highly regulated in the United States. And thanks to the CFTC, well, one, there's no way I could do insider trading unless I work at a major bank, which I don't. But at the same time, it's not as popular in other as it is in let's say, Europe. It also gives the brokerage firms a huge advantage over smaller brokerage firms. And I have been in that gig. I used to work as a broker in a small brokerage house back in the 2020s. I'm sorry, 2000s, early 2000s, 2002 to 2004 is when I was actively in brokerage houses. But at any rate, let's see. Let's get into what we're looking at today, and look at that. The U.S. 10 is over 4.4%, which is not good. That is typically a red flag for a lot of things. We should see a big surge in something. Let's see what that big surge could be. Let's try the DXY. And that's it. The DXY is going up, stopping out right at the 20-day moving average. So it's not really time to jump on the bandwagon yet. Not really forming kind of a doji candle. Five hours into the trading? Into the trading day right now. It's still a London. Oh wait, we haven't done a bunch of other things first. Let's hold off on this. Let's go back over here and look at some other things. First, let's talk about. I want to get out of that. I was looking at the yesterday's. I think it was Ryan Cohen, who's the CEO of GameStop, dropped the ball in his interview when he could not explain how he's going to buy eBay. Half 50% stocks, 50% cash. It's not really a good answer. Where's the other cash going to come from? Well, we don't know. But at any rate, then, speaking of which, here are the public EAs I'm working on. Here are a couple of others I've got. Oh, none there. Oh, a couple more here. 2 moving average with MACD confirmation. That's still under construction. Not quite sure how that's going to work yet. But these 2 are live, so feel free to check it out. I've had 5 and 3 downloads so far. I have not released a video on this yet because I'm not sure how it's going to work. But I still want to tidy these up a little bit. I'm still not getting the returns that I want to get. They have like one of them. The MT4 version has like an insane profit factor of like 12, but it only trades 3 times a year, twice a year, something like that. So looking to tighten those up a little bit. I'm probably going to have to go to smaller time frames. Let me see. And then with that, we also have Trading Forex for Profit. This is my website right here that I'm building that'll help other traders become better traders, and it's going to help me become a better trader. I'm still working out some of the QA bugs right now, and we'll get back into building this probably tomorrow. Let's see. Now we can get back into the DXY, and it is just kind of flat right now. And by the same token, well, let's see. I got a better idea. Let's move this one up here. And we'll do the Euro versus the Great British Pound first, and then we'll talk about the DXY. The Euro versus the Great British Pound looks like the Great British Pound is leading again as far as currency strength. we didn't talk about this. The currency strengthometer. This is Baby Pip's currency strengthometer. I highly recommend Baby Pips. If you don't know what Forex is, or if you want to learn more about Forex, it's a great place to start. The dollar's way down here, along with the Japanese yen. Euro's right on top of it, and the Great British Pound is way up here. So we've got a lot more strength in the Great British Pound than the dollar right now. And then the risk on risk offometer is starting to edge into risk on. So we're starting to get to the point where people are going to start being a little bit looser with their investments and their trading. Now, Euro versus the Great British Pound. The Great British Pound is beating the Euro today so far. But maybe there may be some. Probably not. At any rate, DXY is right here. It's the dollar index, U.S. dollar index. It's built with a whole bunch of different currencies, and the euro versus the dollar is 57% of it. So it is pretty much the inverse of the dollar versus the yen. Pardon me, euro versus the dollar. That's what they make coffee for. I'll have some more coffee. Let's see if I can read these little letters and get them right this time. The euro versus the dollar is right there, and it's the same place it's been for the last 3 days. Right there at 160 or 69. You do get a little bouncing action in there, but besides that, it's just dead on holding on to that into that 117 mark. Not really going anywhere. Pound versus the dollar. Don't know that I would get into this today. It is edging above the 20-day moving average, but look at how tight those Bollinger Bands are. Not a whole lot going on there, and RSI is at 55. So it might be a good slow trade. Dollar versus the Swissy. It's right here again. Getting into this great big area of this trade value gap. So it fills that trade value gap, then we could see some more action going on. Going to the top side, but right now it's just kind of hanging out. Euro versus the dollar. We don't have. I'm a little bit all over the place this morning, so let's see more about how this really works. I only do these in one take too, so that's how life works. Oh well, the Australian monetary decision, they raised rates to 4.35%. Good move, I guess. And don't have a whole lot going on today. We do have the JOLTS job openings and the ISM services PMI. So that will go back and get back in over here. Dollar versus the yen. Dollar strength. We have we have strength in the USD the dollar versus the yen. Edging up over 157. There was a comment in my thing yesterday about it. Wasn't sure if the dollar was going to hold, or the dollar didn't hold 157 or something like that. I ended up deleting it because it didn't make any sense. And by the way, if you put comments in my on this section that don't make any sense or are just, I'm going to have to delete them because of the regulatory ideas that go on in the United States. I need to make sure I do not get any attention from the government regulators here in the United States. But it is surging well. Might be a trade worth getting into. Big pullback right there, though. That doesn't mean a whole lot in this case because we've got that pin bar right there. So the dollar versus the yen might be an attractive trade right now. See if the pound versus the yen is also looking somewhat robust, starting off with a bullish engulfing candle. So that might be another position to get into a trade. Euro versus the dollar, that is flat. That's about as flat as you can get. Oh well, we won't. I don't like the euro versus the yen right now. I like the pound versus the yen, but not the euro versus the yen right now. Dollar versus the Canadian. I did get into this trade yesterday. Where'd it go? Come on, guys. There it is. Dollar versus the yen. Oh, it's down $66 right now on that one. That's a 1.5 lot trade. This is the May Trading Cup at Audacity Capital. Highly recommend getting into this. It's kind of a fun little way to gauge yourself and see how good of a trader you are against some of the other traders in the world. But that is one trade right there that might be worth getting into. And since we are that one, well, how do I get out of that? There it is. And the also, if you're going to get into prop firm trading, this is an excellent place for you to check things out, because the only, well, that's not going to work either. They really want me to look at gold, though. Chart. The only prop firm method for, what's going on here? Let's refresh this whole thing, see what's going on. The only platform that that is available for prop firm trading in the United States, apparently, according to the CFTC, and they are the ones that run the game, is DX Trade, and it's, since you don't have access to the back end, you can never get into the guts of it to make a I say guts, to build an EA or anything like that, but you can. It's strictly manual trading. So for you to figure out what's going on there, so it freaked out at what point? What's the high on that? The high is 157.85. Not quite ready to test 158, but it looks like it might in the next couple of days. That may be a good trade to get into. I'm going to hold off on that. We'll wait till I get off camera to do that. Let's see. So with that, let's go ahead and get in here and look at the Canadian versus the yen, which again is perking up. Again, we've got oil in the United States. They don't have, and in Canada. They don't have oil in Japan, so that's why this kind of loosely correlates with the oil trade. Right here, there's the NYMEX crude oil. That's the one that I've been watching for 25 years. That's what I'm going to keep watching. The WTE or WTI is the other one. Is the West Texas Index. I can't find a reliable indicator on the West Texas Index, so I don't watch that. However, it's hovering right there at 103.8 Aussie versus the dollar. After the rate increase yesterday, we do have a drop in hold sub, only about 40 pips though. So 71.60 is the next drop. We should have a surge in that coming back with that pin candle right there, as it's kind of holding on to 71.6. We have the gold versus the dollar. Gold versus the dollar is hanging out at 45.55, 53, 54, somewhere in that ballpark. So it's not really taking off and going anywhere. It is starting to close above that Bollinger Band right there, but I would like to see a confirmation before I got into it, because of the bounciness of that commodity. Platinum kind of hanging out. Palladium, kind of not really going anywhere. Silver up $1.29, $1.3% right now. However, under 74, so that's interesting to see silver coming off of 74. I think I'll buy some more this week. Let's see. I do like silver. I like silver. The softwares, software index looks like they're making a comeback a little bit. IGV, it's right here. Kind of perking up a little bit. Can't get over that top though. HubSpot, look at that, up 3.14%. Salesforce again, right there. And these stocks are all stocks that are all the stocks of companies that forgot who their customer is, in my opinion. The AI came out. They thought AI was going to be their next customer. Wrong. AI doesn't pay the bills. AI costs money. It does not build your money. It can make your money. It's a tool. Oh, yeah. See what's going on over here. And here we have not doing very well at all for the 2022-2020 season trading years. It's doing better for 2025. 2025 it rocks, but that's about it. Where was I? I can get out of that. come back into here, and that is about all I've got for today. So if you guys like this video, then by all means hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And if you want to talk to me directly, then hit me up in the comment section. But make your comments make sense. Otherwise, I'm going to have to delete them because of the regulatory nature of Forex in the United States. So I'm not a trader. Pardon me, I'm not a broker, but I am a trader. So that does means that I'm limited on a lot of things I can say. And if I were a broker, then I would be limited by two things: the CFTC and my boss on what I would be able to say. However, I can say anything I want because it is an opinion channel. So with that is about all I've got today. So you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.